guys? We're back for another Dokkan battle video. Here we're going to take a look at the new sub-EZA for TEQ VEGITO. This guy is pretty good. I think he is a unit that could help out a lot with other Potara units and other Vegito units to help make them look a lot better. I do, like, this guy would actually be just like a ridiculous king if he just only had just a little bit more defense. I really wish they would have taken more of his offense away and given him more defensive abilities for himself. And I think that really would have helped things quite a bit. I did do a video already taking this guy and STR Vegito into the God event, and it worked very well, even in the God event, right? But there are definitely going to be limitations to this guy's defensive power in slot 1 in really difficult content. You do need things to go your way. It's not just a toss him in slot 1 and you're good type of situation, but this guy certainly does make STR Vegito a lot better, right? This guy's good. He's a support. Alright, so we're starting out here. We're on the Potara team. Remember that Int Vegito here is only giving 130% to defense, so you do want to keep that in mind. Alright, so TEQ VEGITO, let's see what his defense is at the start. 137k, which is bad. But the thing about that, we can get even bigger buffs if we did that, but that would be a mistake. Okay, so 137k defense, right? Vegito does get 15% defense for every key sphere obtained. So we could get, what, 7? Yeah, we can get 7 key spheres. Okay, so let's see what his new defense is going to look like right there. 189k, still not good enough for slot 1. I mean, but again, this is a 130% defensive lead, so when we jump to 170 lead, Vegito is definitely going to look a lot better, right? He does build up a chance to dodge. He gets a 5% chance to dodge with every attack received, up to a max of 30%. Not really that good. He does give all allies 30% attack and defense, which is solid, but I really do highly value key support, especially on the Potara team. This guy giving key would have been really big. Just 2 key would have really helped this guy out a lot, I think. But one extra thing this guy does do is his super attack effect. He gives all allies 30% attack and defense for the turn from his super attack effect. So, you know, he is giving multiple layers of support here. He is good. But again, I just wish they would have, you know, taken a little bit maybe away from his offensive abilities and just sort of allowed him to be a better tank. I think that would have made this Vegito a lot better, right? All right, let's see. 2.41 right there. I mean, that to me is an acceptable damage level for sure for a unit that's supporting as much as he is. But again, I wish they would have taken a bunch of that off. I think even if Vegito, if he just started out with 50% chance to dodge, like start a turn 50% chance to dodge, I feel like he would have been a lot better. I feel like that would have suited this unit much better to sort of allow him to settle into that slot 1 role, because you really do want to put him in slot 1 to really make use of not only his support buff, but then also the super attack effects from him as well, right? Where you're getting the 30% defense for the turn would be very good. Again, I do like him. I just wish he was slightly better, I guess is what I would say. He does have a pretty good link set as well, too. I guess I should sort of mention that. We'll take a look at it when we get to this next turn. But with his link set, also, he will fit well on a lot of these teams. The one biggest weakness for TEQ-based Vegito right here is his lack of category teams, right? He's only on 4 teams, which is definitely a bit of a nuisance here. So if we take a look at TEQ VEGITO, right? So he's only on, what teams does this boy have? He's got Buu Saga, Potara, Final Trump Card, and Battle Wits. Potara and Final Trump Card are essentially dead teams right now. So Vegito is only on Buu Saga and Battle Wits, which, ta-da, is basically the same team, because STR Vegito leads both of those categories. So this guy really has got like one relevant team right now. That, again, is the big negative for this TEQ VEGITO. But STR Vegito is still one of the best units in the game, and this guy works really well with STR Vegito, right? And then in terms of his link set, he's got Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. It's a good link set, definitely. All right, so yeah, here's the turn. We didn't get lucky with key orbs on this turn. Remember, he doesn't create orbs to give himself this defense, right? So that certainly can be an issue. 174 is just not going to cut it. But again, he'll look a lot better once we jump over to the Buu Saga / Battle Wits team. We get the 170% defense at the start of the turn. Okay, so let's go and see what he does right here. 2.78. All right. Now remember, he is giving a nice attack buff and defensive buff to the rest of the rotation. He does also have built-in additionals too. He has an additional that has a high chance of being a super attack. So this Vegito super attacking multiple times is very realistic. And that's multiple defensive and attack buffs for the entire rotation. So he definitely can be very good, but again, I just wish he was more so defensive, better defensive. I mean, they already turned him from, he was essentially a 0 before his EZA, and now he's definitely like really good, but I do just wish he was a little bit better defensively, and that would have really unlocked this guy's potential and made him a great unit to use. All right, now we're over here on the Majin Buu Saga team. Of course, Vegito and STR Vegito is the combo you probably want to aim for, right? Because STR Vegito, while I do think he's much better defensively than a lot of people give him credit for, typically STR Vegito will super attack and it'll be over 200k defense at that point. Just 200k defense is certainly not enough anymore, right? But Vegito makes up for it with his overwhelming offensive power. Again, I think STR Vegito, as far as an offensive unit goes, to me, he feels number one still. When he comes out and he's able to get, like 7 counters off or something like that, other units can't really compete with the damage that this guy is really, like, tossing out there. And that's why this is such an interesting combo, is because this Tech Vegito, when he super attacks, maybe even 2 or 3 times, he's enhancing the defenses of STR Vegito. So it can work really well. As long as you can get away without Tech Vegito getting absolutely blown away, it will dominate even difficult events for sure. All right, so we're on a 170% lead this time. All right, here, let's go ahead and grab these 5 orbs. What does his defense jump up to? 213k. I mean, that's definitely better. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he just had a 50% chance to dodge at the start of turn, along with, hovering around that 200k defense mark, Tech Vegito, like, that would really help, man. It would be a nice, these two would be a nice combo. Again, I still think it can work. It's just you do need a little bit of luck with Tech Vegito, right? In terms of his orb changing and stuff like that. I mean, we're on the Buu Saga team. There are, good orb changes. So we do have Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku we potentially could bust out to help Tech Vegito get the, multiple orbs and stuff like that. There he is with a double super attack. Again, the damage he's dealing if he double supers is not bad. Like, he's a support, right? Like, these 2 million attack stats are fine as a support like he is. But, getting multiple of them, like, he's providing a lot to the team. And don't forget, he's got Saiyan lineage, so he'll work well with, like, Tech Ultimate Gohan. He has Prepare for Battle. He's got Fuse Fighter. So he has everything he needs to work well with a lot of the core units of the Buu Saga team. I mean, Tech Vegito is definitely good, right? I don't think there's any sort of, like, discussion about that. He definitely does look impressive. All right, let's do one more turn here. And then I think I want to run Buu Saga and Battle Wits one more time, but let's get STR Vegito to come out. Let's just get at least a rotation of Tech Vegito and STR Vegito together, and sort of see what that looks like. Because of course, they're gonna link well. They'll have Prepare for Battle, Fuse Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, right? A lot of these links will be active. Okay, this actually could be a good turn here. Let me go ahead and hit this so we don't get locked in place anymore. So what link is that? That's Supreme Power we would get. What are we at right here? So he's at, okay, I mean, that's much better. 216k. I just want to, I'm going to do this right here. Okay, so let me hit this, and I just want to see what Tech Vegito will get, because, again, we have most of his links set active. Only Power Bestowed by God and Fuse Fighter are not active. We'll be able to get him 8 orbs. What is his defense looking like right here? That's, yeah, now we're cooking. 300k. I mean, certainly he's getting a lot of defensive support from Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, right? Remember, Supreme Power as a link is giving 10% attack and defense. So it's like you could definitely have some setups where it could work. I mean, Tech Vegito doesn't have to go in slot 1, because he is still, like, supporting no matter what from his passive, right? It's just to really take advantage of that super attack effect where he's giving defense to the whole rotation. That's where you'd want him in slot 1. But you can certainly run this guy as like a slot 3 floater. Or, I mean, you could even run him in slot 2. It's so weird. Dude, his additional never procs for me. It's so weird. Like, and I did the God event video with him, and like it's a 50% chance to be a super attack. I've like literally never gotten it on video or something. Like every single time that additional from his passive has just been a normal. It's so weird. But yeah, this guy could work well as slot 2 or 3 for sure as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and skip ahead. Let me get STR Vegito out, and then let's see the two of them together while we have STR Vegito fused. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and set up the combo. We will go ahead and bring out STR Vegito. Let's go ahead and play this. Alright, so now we have this setup going on right here. This is pretty good. We should be able to activate most of his links, yeah, but... Ah, man. I actually kind of want to see this with all of these activated. But I don't know. We would probably finish off. We'd have everything active except for Supreme Power. What's his defense? Oh, I think I got super attacked earlier. He got defensive debuffed. You could tell by his defense right there. Whatever. Let's just do this because this is the combo that everyone wants to see, right? Well, unfortunately, only 3 orbs right here. We actually could take a huge amount of damage. We didn't really get lucky with key orb placements. Only 97k defense, but again, I think he was super attacked earlier. So, remember, Super Vegito, right, gets 30% defense with every super attack he does. And then, of course, Tech Vegito is giving him 30% defense from a super attack effect. So, that's why it's like with this setup, STR Vegito is going to be in a really, really good spot, right? And then remember, Tech Vegito, of course, could potentially super attack multiple times, and you've got a really good chance of him super attacking multiple times as well. I can never get that to proc. I have no explanation for why that never procs, man. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. He never additional supers ever, this guy, man. Well, he does, but his hidden potential system. That passive one, it just actually never procs for me. It's insane. All right, yeah, so the next turn is going to be really good. I would like to not do a lot of damage here. I don't. Actually, maybe we could. If Super Saiyan 3 Goku goes crazy right here, we could potentially finish off this Goku. Maybe I should have transformed into Ultimate Gohan as well. That would have maximized our damage. And I might have been able to finish off this Super Saiyan 2 Goku in this phase. But regardless, next turn, we will be able to see what Tech Vegito's defense is going to look like next to transformed STR Vegito, right? Because Tech Vegito didn't get defensive debuff last turn, so that's going to be good. So let me know what you guys think of Tech Vegito, like the level of performance he's putting out. He's definitely a good EZA, right? Like, I do like what they did with Tech Vegito. I just sort of, I mean, maybe you could even say selfishly wish that they made him just a little bit stronger defensively is all I really want. Okay, so what are we looking at here? 189k, that's pretty good. We'll be able to get 6 orbs right here. So let's go ahead and see. And then he jumps up to 243k defense. That's definitely a pretty good start of turn number. I'm not really too worried. We'll easily finish this Goku off before STR Vegito gets... STR Vegito getting super attack type disadvantage, definitely not what we want, but we'll be okay. Because remember, not only is Tech Vegito linking up well with STR Vegito and giving him the support type from buff from his passive, but then he's also giving STR Vegito not just defense from a super attack effect, but also he is giving him damage as well. So there's the base form Tech Vegito EZA. Definitely, I think, a good sub-EZA. This guy is definitely going to be able to put in, I think, a good performance in a lot of events, right? In difficult content, he could potentially get sniped, but he could also just as well dodge any major attacks or perform well in that slot 1 as well, too. So, he definitely is good. Alright, this is true value of the Potara, Vegito. His leader skill is all types key 3 and 80% of stats. His super attack is the Big Bang attack, which does supreme damage and then gives all allies 30% attack and defense for 1 turn. This guy would have been massively buffed if that support buff was for 2 turns. When these characters give defense from their super attack effects, I really would like to see it be for 2 turns. TEQ Vegito definitely is able to work a lot better in slot 1 than many other characters that have this similar type effect. But, like, that's where it gets crazy, when it's like a 2-turn buff, because then you'd be able to utilize this guy as like a floating support type unit who would be giving defense to the next rotation too, which would be very good. His passive skill, Potara of Hope, gives him 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets another 15% defense for every key sphere obtained. Then he gets a 5% chance to dodge enemy attacks with each attack received up to a maximum of 30%. So he has a medium chance to dodge when it's fully built up, not the craziest. He gives all allies 30% attack and defense from his passive, and then he launches a guaranteed additional that has a high chance of being a super. So that's a 50% chance. If I would change this unit at all, I mean, he would be so good. But there would be 2 things. I would change that build up dodge to just 50% chance to dodge outright, and then I would give him 2 key on his support as well. I think those 2 changes would have been quite good for this TEQ Vegito. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Supreme Power, and Fierce Battle. 12 multiplier 145%, that's a bit high, so that's pretty good. There are no EZAs in which he'll help out. There's only 2 EZAs where his categories are good, in Int Ultimate Gohan and Int Buuhan. Both type disadvantage for this Vegito. And then we get to the weakness of this unit, only the 4 teams. Another reason why I feel like they could have made this guy a lot better, most of these teams don't get buffed. Again, people will cry salty tears all day about, oh, more fusions, but these teams never get buffed. They're dead teams, right? So Buu Saga is crazy. Obviously, this team is really good. Just so much hype towards the end of the Buu Saga with, Gotenks, Vegito, Ultimate Gohan, these characters, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, these characters are getting new versions every day, seemingly. But Potara does not get buffed that often, man. I mean, this guy, this is 2020. We're in 2022. Like, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Like, fusions do not get buffed that often. They really don't. Potara is dead. And then, honestly, Final Trump Card is dead as well. This team could certainly be good with, some new fusion characters and a better lead, but, we'll see. And then finally, Battle of Wits. Battle of Wits is definitely a strong team, right? Because there's so many Trunkses on here. Trunks gets buffed every second. So you could definitely make some good setups with the Battle of Wits, with the Vegitos and the Trunkses and stuff like that. So there we go. There is TEQ Vegito's EZA. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.